Hi, all. Welcome back to Career Jumpstart series. Today, we have Chae back with us, and he's going to talk to us about how to avoid burnout when applying for jobs. This is Chae, as you know, and he comes to Indiana University here. He has a job at EY and got offered a tech consulting job. And you had an internship there last summer, right, Chae?
I did, Nick.
Yeah, so Jay's pretty, knowledgeable on the internship search and has gone through this too. So when many students like apply to many different jobs and they get past, maybe the first round, second round, a lot of times when you get denied and you got to start over the process, it can deter your motivation. So what did you do early on, Jay, to prevent you from having a burnout?
Oh, thanks for having me, Nick. And the first thing is during the early stages, especially freshman and sophomore year, where you still have that leverage in terms of time, is to prepare early, get your resume early, get your resume and your interview prep checked ahead of schedule. So whether that's being going to the career services office or talking to a peer or practicing in front of a mirror, which is always helpful. It's always better off to prepare earlier ahead of schedule than it is during the time, because once junior year starts, it's go time and you don't have much time in terms of both preparation and really to look elsewhere. But something that I found really helpful was actually something that I like to call look at your lane, which is something I learned from my driving lessons back in the day when I was still getting my driver's license, which is to look at your lane and not someone else's. Whilst it might be tempting to look at what others are doing, and that's totally like of same or similar majors or even career paths for that matter, everyone's path is unique. So don't let what others are doing bog you down. And that's not to say don't ever look at what others are doing. Of course, it's good to observe what others are doing so that you can take pointers off of it, but don't try to replicate or imitate what others are doing. What you're doing is completely different. So that's also another way to, alleviate burnout in the earlier stages.
Yeah, I think we definitely compare ourselves to like a lot of students, especially when they get those jobs, right? That we've been searching for, and then you get denied, and then they do get it. So you wonder like what you did wrong, what they didn't do, right?
Right. What about you,
Um,
Nick?
Go ahead. Sorry.
What about you, Nick? What do you do? What do you do to prevent
You
burnout?
usually early on, I'll just try and like grind through and just completely just go through those introduction, like fill out your name, introduction, get my foot in the door, throw in the resumes, and that's all you can do until they reach out to you, right? So just
Right.
set like an hour in the day where I just will dedicate to the job search in case I find more jobs that I like or anything that I need to prepare for. But then when you're moving more towards the end of it, right, like during the bulk of your internship search, uh, how do you stay motivated during that? Because I think uh, taking those steps before is really helpful, but the burnout really comes when you've applied to many jobs and you're not getting them. So what would you do during the bulk of that?
To me, it honestly all boils down to the idea. In theory, you can apply to a million jobs, but at the end of the day, you only need one to work out, especially the one that you're passionate about. And that's what keeps me motivated, knowing that you're just one away.
Yep, I like that a lot. It's key, we look at so many jobs, so all we need is one. I love that, Chae. Thank you so much for coming on the show again. Um,
Nick.
Thank you guys. Come back to Jumpstart. We'll have some more episodes this semester. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.